Hey there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world today. We're getting our Final Fantasy XIV stream started today. We'll be focused on crafting at the end of Heavensward here. We got up through 53 and began our level 55 quests. When we finish those, we'll have level 58s to do before we're getting on to our final level 60 quest. So it's liable to take another stream or so before we complete the crafting. But once we do that, we'll be moving on to Stormblood and continuing the story there. Now, I've gone back to my home world here so I can get some stuff sold because I've been having some trouble the last time keeping my inventory clear. And rather than just taking a loss on throwing items away or selling them for pennies on to shop owners, I'm going to try to actually sell some stuff. As we've seen on this new world that I'm on currently, created this character on Halicarnassus. This data center is very new, or relatively new anyways. The prices are outrageous. So on the one hand, I can sell things probably for more than I could on other data centers maybe. But it's also bad because that means I have to pay more if I want to buy here. So I've been bouncing back and forth between more populated data centers and this one to take advantage of that. So that's first order of business today, is to see if we can get some stuff out of our inventory here, or at least dump it into our retainers. And let's see if we've got any money waiting for us. A little bit of money waiting for us here from some of these. Alright, let's see if we can sell anything here, anything we want to sell. Oh yeah, we had to make these items for our job quest, so it'd be worthwhile to try to sell those. People who buy things without wanting to make them. Get my mouse pointer back over here. Yeah. And the next one was Somal Tart. Now that one did not have to be high quality, I remember now. So yeah, we won't bother trying to sell it for much. Let's see, folks are selling those. Stack of 3 for 500. But folks just need a single one. And I will just try to sell them singly for like 1,500. And the grilled sweetfish had to be high quality, I believe. Wow, somebody bought one for 13,000 yesterday. That's incredible. You know, I won't try to gouge folks quite that much. Let's try, I don't know. What the heck, let's try 8,000. That's still gouging folks, I know, but everybody else gonna sell stuff for high. I might as well take advantage of that too, I guess. Let's see, beet soup. High quality beet soup. People buying that for 3,200. Oh, they've had some up there for cheaper. Yeah. All right. Let's see. And that Ishgardian tea. Oh, I've got that one's full. Let's move on to the next one. Ishgardian tea, high quality. We can try 4,000. You never know. And I'll probably need some Cyclops onions in the future, but I'm mostly interested in freeing up space at the moment. Keep that Highland flour and some of these newer ingredients. Smooth butter. People buy that. They might buy a single stick, or who knows. I'll just put it up there for 200. Clove oil, high quality. Yeah, not too much. And lavender oil, high quality. Not very much either. Try it for 100. See if anybody bites after some of those others sell off. That one's not buying for much at all. What's that? Birch sap. Bat wings, none up for sale. Someone will buy a bat wing for 300, I'm sure. Armin wings, none up for sale. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is sell those singly, I think, or if I can. Right. And what else do I want to put up here? We've got natron and alumen. What's that? Oh, beastkin blood. Check that. Oh, that's not selling for anything. You can buy that from a shop too, I think. Void scent. Okay. Not much for that. That gives us a little bit of room there. About this hard silver nugget, or need the adamantite and the titanium probably. Sell some of these, like the iron ingot. Single ingot for 200. Steel ingot. Single ingot for 300. And that's all of that one. Mithril, let's see, 500. And electrum, 700. Oh, those chisel beans, that's right. I wanted to do those for sure. People will buy stacks of those for cheap. But if you only need 3 for the quest, let's try less than 1,000. Otherwise, you can buy a stack of a bunch of them there. Let's try 750 for a stack of 3. And we'll try a single for 1,000 if somebody just needs an extra one. All right, well, that's a fair amount of space there. All right, so I guess we'll continue on. Guess I ought to turn on the live scene here, shouldn't I? There we go. And we had one quest we had to finish up here in Idleshire for our crafters and gatherers. We were going to try see what the scoop is with that. Hey, thank you, Made in USA review. Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't know, if I don't wake up in the morning, I forget to turn that, switch that scene for everybody. But yeah, well, at least I finally noticed it. I hope you're doing okay today. Thanks for popping in there. Okay, I cannot complete that one until I have gotten to level 60 crafter then. Alright. So we were going to start our leather worker level 55, or yeah, level 55 quest here. Right, let's see. And there's been a flood of people buying wyvern skin work boots. Why, I've even hired a number of new craftsmen because of the sales. However, I can't seem to find more wyvern leather. When I asked my usual supplier, he turned me down without a word as to why. Strange, and what's stranger, I heard Gerhardt taking orders for wyvern leather goods on the way here. He wasn't quiet about it either. And would you see what Gerhardt is up to? I doubt he'd even give me the time of day. Alrighty. I'll be happy to go check out Gerhardt here. You're no customer, nor a woman of Ishgard, so you must be the so-called Gridanian master that native girl hired. Out with it then, what do you want? Wyvern leather? Yes, I have wyvern leather. I've bought every last scrap of it, in fact. I needed it. All of it. You would do well to remember that business is war, and the victor is he who controls the supplies. And don't bother looking for other suppliers. I use my clout with the merchants, and not a one will deal with Eld. Now, I bid you a good day. Alright, well, let's go talk to Eld then. Right. What? Well, if it's a war he wants, it's a war he'll get. But he has won this battle. We'll have to change our strategy, and I know just how. After the wyvern skin boots, I'd meant to introduce something more stylish, fashionable and functional. I've been eyeing leggings. From a merchant's perspective, of course. They're rarely seen in Ishgard. We'll revisit the material and then unveil a daring new design. Anne, what are your thoughts about Dalmal skin? I think the patterning is subtle, but will stand out when dyed, and the hide itself is quite hardy. Could you fashion a fine pair of leggings of scouting? My craftsmen have never worked Dalmal skin, but with your fine example, I have no doubt they can do great things with it. Okay, Dalmal leggings of scouting for this one. Let's see, where is that going to be? That's going to be down here at the end, I think. There they are, Dalmal skin leggings of scouting. So we need 2 Dalmal leathers. Ramie cloth, titanium nugget, more rubber. I've already got the Dalmal hide. Dark chestnut logs. Alright, well, let's see if we can crank this one out then. Let's see, an Ramie cloth. Yeah, I gotta go get me some stalks of Ramie. Well, let's go collect that. We'll be needing that for sure. Back at the Chocobo Forest. See how many is needed. We need 3 per. Oh yeah, we don't need to get too much of that then. To have some extra. Yeah, I'll just leave it at 30 for now, I guess. Let's see. Next thing, we may not need to gather anything else. We do have to make some linen yarn to make the Ramie cloth. Good. I've already got the flax. Get this thread made, get the Ramie cloth made. And we'll need some rubber for that, for the leggings. And I did not make my Ramie cloth, did I? Let's see. I gotta wake up this morning. Here we go. What was that other item? Titanium nugget, I think. What we got? Red coral earrings, spirit bond complete. Let's tend to that. Right. Got us a Craftsman Command 3 from that one. And yeah, need a titanium nugget. We've got all the pieces we need for that. That's a bit of a challenge here. That'll help. Alright, let's crank this one out now. Elda will be so proud of us. So if you've recently joined us, welcome. Happy to have you here on the stream with us. We're doing crafting today, working on getting our crafters up through level 60 for their Heavensward stories. Once we get done with those, we'll be moving on to Stormblood for the main story for our job. We're currently a dancer, playing through that one. Could you make a pair of Dalmalskin leggings of scouting, please? My own workers are less adept than you, and so the finer your work, the more they will learn from it. These are everything I imagined. Why, I dare say these will be the crown jewel in our lineup, so amazed will be our customers. But only if we start selling before Gerhardt steals the idea. There's no time to waste. All right. My craftsmen have come up with the design based on yours, Anne. They're more boots than leggings, but the style is similar. Now, we'll get to work making these in number, and I have an idea of how to drum up interest quickly. Aubrenard the Bard. He seemed enchanted with your last creation, Anne. If you offer these to him yourself, I've little doubt he'll accept. I believe you can find him in the Forgotten Night. Good luck, my friend. Alright, well, let's go check with the Bard then in the tavern. Yeah, I started the first 10 minutes of this stream today with the starting screen on. Just sitting here talking to myself, putting things up for sale, with the starting screen on. Definitely need to wake up today. The Gardanian Master in the flesh. To what do I owe the pleasure, madam? Here's some complimentary boots. My, these are well-crafted boots. Mistress Elda is a most generous soul, giving them away for free, and it would be my pleasure to spread word of her shop. My lords and ladies, gentlemen and gentlewomen, lend me your ears. Allow me to introduce the woman who stands head and shoulders above all others, the Leather Workers Guild's own incomparable Anne. And by some divine guidance, she has come to Ishgard to offer us her latest and greatest designs. Aubrenard, he's speaking on Elda's behalf now. Ah. Behold these, the fruits of her genius, the finest in footwear and the best in boots. Order your very own pair today at Elda's shop along the Jeweled Crozier. Yeah, we'll take them. All right. Hardly my finest work, but I believe that little taste has whet their appetites, huh? Okay. No, welcome, Amine, if I said that correctly. No, it wasn't muted. I have done that before, though. Yep. I have started stream. Everything's fine. I'm sitting here just chatting away, narrating what I'm doing or trying to talk to folks. Oh, Amen. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, I have done that before. I imagine everybody's done something like that at some point or another. Usually happens when I don't start out typically the same way that I normally do. Like this morning, I switched back to my home data center so I could put some stuff up for sale, and was more focused on that than making sure everything was right on stream, I guess, too. And so many customers have come to order boots that my fingers hurt from writing down their names. Tell me, what did Albernard say to inspire people so? Oh my. I didn't expect him to use you as the selling point. I imagine you'll be quite famous after this. That is the way of things, isn't it? The bard may have hastened the process, but skilled artisans are fated for fame one way or another. Yes, that is true. It's all a matter of what is deserved. The artisan deserves acclaim, and the customers deserve the best products, and I will ensure it is so. I've never seen you so worked up, Elda. Why now? No reason. I'm just a bit tired from the flood of orders today. Well, you're giving the people quality that once only nobles could afford. I suppose breaking down the old barriers is tiring. I'm well aware of this. I am well aware that this is a gamble, but doesn't everyone want to dress well? I know it sounds naive, but deep down, I think we all wish to look our best. At its heart, my mission is to give everyone that chance. And today, I have been vindicated. But all this will be for nothing if we cannot make good on our promises. I will have my craftsmen working through the night, and I'll no doubt need you again before long, and undoubtedly. And let's see, we've got the shoes. Let's get the legs. Oh man, this road to 80 buff is just blowing the experience out of the water here. So anyways, we'll leave Leatherworker for now and get the other level 55s. We were working our way up the list last time, so I'll just go ahead and do Goldsmith. Like 8 level 80s now. Oh man, yeah. And just barely started Stormblood, I hear you. Gosh, I mean, it's nice in a way, but you know, I like to use my Chocobo too. So once you get more than 10 levels above your mob level, your Chocobo doesn't get any experience, because you wouldn't get any experience either. Yeah, it's very easy to do that. Oh, thank you for the raid, Ashrars. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Wow, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate that. Let's see if I can see if this is going to work here. I can give a shout out there. There we go. Appreciate it, guys. We're doing crafting at the end of Heavensward here. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. That's so appreciated. Thank you all so much. How are y'all doing today? Let me get the different, get our chatting screen up here. Sorry about that. I've got some of my chat settings still working those out, so you know, you may get some trouble from a lot of emotes and things like that. I've got to fix that. Thank you all so much for the follows. We really appreciate that. So how's everybody doing today? Yeah, that's right. I'll have to go back in and check my on Streamlabs and on Twitch and make sure I've got everything set up right. Yeah, because it's no big deal if we've got like a paragraph of emotes coming through or anything like that. That would be fine. I don't see why that's a problem. It's not night here. Actually, it is just past 7 o'clock in the morning for me here. So yeah, different time of day. I get started very early here in the USA. Oh, okay, well, great. Yeah, just great. Just watching some wholesome 14 comment. Yeah, well, that's what we're doing here. We're doing the crafting at this point. We've gotten all our gatherers up through the end of Heavensward. We're working on getting the crafters up there now as well. Let's see. We're working on the level 55 quests at this point. We've gotten half of them done. We're about to head out and do goldsmith. Oh, thank you for the follows, Amibites. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, everybody. This is wonderful. I gotta make sure I make a note here. Oh yeah, it is. That's a lot of love. I'm gonna have to make sure I make note of everything here so I can return the favors as well later. All right, well, let's see. I was just getting ready to head back off to Ul'dah to start our level 55 goldsmithing. We've got our dancer already prepared for Stormblood here as well. We'll be going through the Stormblood story as a dancer. We started off actually as a black mage, did up through level 50, end of Realm Reborn, then switched to a red mage and did the most of Heavensward here, at least up to the end of the main story as a red mage. And once we finished the main story, we switched to dancer, and we're going to be using that as we go through Stormblood. And once I get my plan at this point is then once we finish Stormblood with dancer at well, they'll be beyond level 70 with this road to 80 buff that we've got going on here. But at the end of the Stormblood story, I'm just going to go ahead and switch to Reaper, and then I'll use Reaper from level 70 on to 90 is my current plan for that. Just playing DPSs, that's what I'm best at. So we'll be using those. Hope you can learn from watching me. Well, okay, I hope so. We try to share any tips and tricks that we happen to think of along the way. And of course, if you've got something you'd like to mention about the game, by all means. We're not worried about spoilers or anything like that here. But if spoilers are a problem for you, I would be careful because we might say something about something in the future. So we'll be careful about that. Yeah, click shiny buttons. That's right. Oh, good. Scroll Blander, thank you for give us some tips. And yeah, Amen, thank you for click the shiny buttons. Equal good or DPSs. That's basically what I do. I set up all my buttons here, so they make it easy for me to mash buttons and get my combos right, you know? So yeah. That's right. In character settings, there's a few things to uncheck. And what are your recommendations, Screw? I mean, for one that I know of anyways, is trying to get rid of some of the effects that are displayed while doing skills. That can really, really bog things down in these larger raids like, you know, Crystal Tower, for example. Uncheck display error text. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, and actually I have to flip back and forth between my settings of displaying the graphics because when I go fishing, I like to see the exclamation marks and the double exclamation marks because the controller, I'm using a controller, doesn't always register a vibrate, for example. So the visual cue is better for me when I'm fishing, but then I have to turn it off again later if the graphics become too much, you know, in a raid or something. Oh, really? Okay, I'll have to go back and examine that, Screw. Ashrars, I'm playing on PC right now. Yeah, I'm on computer playing Final Fantasy. I've got a really good gaming PC that I'm able to use for that, fortunately. We'll get headed back to Ul'dah. Hold control and use the up and down arrow keys. Okay. All right. I'll have to make a note of that then. Changes the camera angle. Oh, okay. Yeah, so... yeah, let me get my mouse over here. Oh, I see what you're talking about. All right. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it. He's a seasoned vet, telling me things that I'd never really thought to look for or find either. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The wider view. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. That is super handy. Yeah. Thank you for that. And A7 says, I'm very new to the game myself, only started yesterday, so it's useful for me too. That's right. Okay. Well, welcome to the game. I hope you enjoy it, A7. Oh, is it clear, Ashwars? Thank you. Oh, let me try this V that, oh, wow. You are right. You know what? I'm going to make big use of that. Because, you know, all I can do is hold the bumper, you know, and pull back the right stick sometimes to change the zoom. But that V, yeah, that you're right. That really, really helps. I like that. Well, at least I've got my voice, my microphone filters set well to where the voice sounds decent, I guess. Hey, Lily, welcome. Good to see you back in here. We've got a raid this morning. It's been so fun talking with more people today. I'm glad to have you here to join in the fun, too. Oh, press the scroll lock button. Oh, scroll lock. Let's see. Scroll lock. Would that be, I wonder what that would be. It's next to print screen. Yeah. Yeah, print screen will take a screenshot, I believe, usually. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, print screen removes the HUD. Gotcha. Okay. And that's okay too. Yeah, those are some things I'll definitely want to explore. Oh, okay, so maybe screen lock works on yours. Okay, don't know. And control print takes a screenshot. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the whether it looks nice or not. I guess I've got everything positioned where I don't mind seeing it on the screen while I'm playing. Yeah, sorry for that. You'll be seeing, let's see. This stuff is showing up in our chat box or not here? Yeah, there it goes. It's just disappearing after a few seconds there. All right, well, anyways, let's see. Just like admiring your Lalafell sometimes without the HUD. Well, yeah. I go into G-pose typically, you know, if I want to get a good shot or something like that too. Let's see, there's also a setting in character settings to remove party members' battle effects. Right. Yeah, that's one I usually do too. I don't need to see all those effects either. Yeah, as long as I can see the icons, you know, up at the top of the screen that say what buffs or debuffs are on me, or even my party, then yeah, that's all I need to know about, really. Well, yeah, I mean, I have auto skipped through before. This one we're not skipping, so we're reading everything. We're watching all the cutscenes through, except for the credits at the end of the expansions. We're not we're not making ourselves sit through all that, because I've leveled a bunch of characters up to level 90, including crafting and gathering, and this time, and I've done most of those just by skipping, so I've forgotten a lot about the story. So that's why this time I'm just playing everything through. We're taking it casually, and I'm reading everything, and it reminds me of a lot of the things that I've forgotten about the story, all the way from Realm Reborn up through the end of Endwalker now. All right, let's see what we got here for Goldsmith. Yes, what is it? Oh, adventurer, pardon me. I was in a bit of a fluster. I've just received word that my client's husband is en route to this establishment at this very moment. As for why, I haven't a clue. I have kept his wife's commission on the strictest confidence, just as I was instructed. Ah, but speak of the devil. Marcel, I'm a busy man, so I'll get straight to the point. My bonding anniversary's coming up, and I need something for my better half. Don't worry, I've already thought up the perfect present. A music box of solid gold. Never heard of anything so inspired, have you? Ha ha! You don't have to say it. I can see it in your dumbstruck faces. And it doesn't end there. I've even picked out the perfect song. The timeless melody that made the songstress of Ul'dah a household name the realm over. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was swaying back and forth in a half-blind rapture, enthralled by the songstress's ethereal voice when I near bumped into the lovely lass sitting next to me. I knew it at that very moment. Now this was a woman I could spend an eternity with. You see what I'm getting at, Marcel? On our anniversary day, I want to make Jeweled Peak as happy as she's made me, and a music box from Esthames is going to be the golden ticket. And with that, I'm off, and I trust you not to speak a word of this to my wife. Oh, thank you, Ashwars. Well, I hope you have a good sleep tonight, and I appreciate you jumping in here with us today. Twin music boxes commissioned by husband and wife to be gifted on the same day, playing the exact same song. This is an unexpected development, to say the least. I could speak to one or the other and persuade them to reconsider their choice of present, but then I would be breaking my vow of secrecy. No, a man is nothing without his word. I will give this some thought. In the meantime, why don't you speak with Mistress Serendipity and see if she has some insight into our predicament? Sounds like a plan. Oh, well, thank you, Zammy. I appreciate the comment there for sure. I'll try to narrate a little bit here. Don't do voice acting, unfortunately, but I can at least read the stuff. Oh, they're a big Easter egg. Let's see. Oh dear, you and Marcel have gotten yourselves in quite the pickle, haven't you? And I don't mean a sea pickle, which can be quite tasty in a light vinegar sauce if what I hear is to be believed, but where were we? Oh yes, the two music boxes. Marcel is right not to betray his vow of secrecy, yet at the same time, simply crafting two identical music boxes would be a recipe for disaster. At times like these, I think back to the words of my master. When faced with a dilemma, he would say, the true artisan seeks answers in the pursuit of the infinite possibilities of his art. The music box affords plenty of possibilities, does it not? There are plenty of ways to introduce variety, both in its physical appearance and in the melody it plays. Speaking of which, what song is it you would have your creation play? Oh, why, yes, I remember the piece quite well. You'd be hard-pressed to find anyone in the Sultanate who doesn't harbor a fondness for the ballads of the songstress of Ul'dah. Why, believe it or not, the composer of the piece, Piravain is his name, is a personal acquaintance of mine. He's quite the genius and not shy about telling others just that. If anyone would know how to lend a special touch to your work, it would be him. But don't just take my word for it. What say you go speak to him yourself? Oh, and thank you for the comments too. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That said, it may prove quite a trek. He left the Sultanate some years ago and now serves as the personal musician and performer for House Halenair in Ishgard. Have you been to Ishgard, Anne? It's ever so cold, but those snowy vistas are oh so beautiful, if I do say so myself. Yes, I've been to Ishgard because I could not get to this point in this quest without having gone to Ishgard first. So, there you have it. Oh, but what are we standing around here chatting for? Here, take this. It's a personal letter of introduction from yours truly that should suffice for getting you through the doors of Halenair Manor. And do send Master Piravain my regards. I'll be glad to. Let's see, I'll switch back out to our big view here for the moment. All right, so we just got to head on over to Halenair Manor in Ishgard. That is, I think, over in this area, near House Fortong. There we go. What business have you with House Halenair? I have a decorated envelope for you. You might be interested what's inside the envelope. You seek Master Piravain, do you? I fear he left the manor days ago for the Sea of Clouds, where he would travel with my lord's retinue. A real artiste, that one. Said that the view from atop the clouds would inspire him to compose a masterpiece like none this world has ever known. Milady, being quite taken with the man's work, persuaded my lord, and that was that. The man can pen a good song, I'll give you that, but if you ask me, there's no place for a glorified minstrel on the field of battle. Still, if you'd meet with the man, far be it from me to stop you, you'll find him at Camp Cloudtop. All right, well, that's where we will head next for sure. And I keep that Camp Cloudtop is a tongue twister for me. I keep wanting to say Clamp Cloudtop for some reason. I don't understand that. Camp Cloudtop. There they are. You are... Wait, don't tell me. Another one of my adoring fans who has traversed the realm and climbed nigh to the heavens to be the first to lay ears upon my latest magnum opus. Oh? A student of Serendipity's who would grace her music box with one of my mellifluous melodies. You clearly are a woman of taste, friend. Yes, that is perhaps the greatest of my many masterpieces, so taken was I with the voice of my muse, Flamen. that I penned it in but a single night. Boy, Flamen has gotten around, hasn't she? I see. So this husband and wife you speak of have both commissioned identical music boxes, each unbeknownst to the other. Fear not, friend. If you were looking for a stroke of genius, you have come to precisely the right place. Why, the answer is simple. I need merely compose 2 new arrangements of my timeless melody. In return, I have one simple but unwavering demand. You must craft a music box of peerless quality that its tones will do the dulcet voice of the songstress of Ul'dah and my masterpiece true justice. In my many years and many travels, I have only encountered one such relic, said to be the life work of a master craftsman. Its teeth were fashioned from the purest hard silver. Yes, I simply could not entrust my masterpiece to one who was any less a master of hard silver than I am a master of melodies. If you believe you are worthy, fashion for me a hard silver ingot that I might assess your skills. Okay. If I have the materials for it, I will certainly do that for you. Yay, I do have them. Rogadin names? Oh, tell me about it. I have such trouble with... It's the French names for me, I guess, in particular. And yeah, some of those Rogadin names too. Just do the best I can. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If I'm able to hear it in a voiced cutscene, then I'll try to remember it, you know, but if nobody ever says it out loud, sorry, you get what you get. Alright, let's knock one of these out then. Hey, it doesn't even have to be high quality. Well, he said the finest quality, but he doesn't want a high quality one, so fine, we'll just knock it out. Kaboom. Oh, it has to be a hard silver ingot. Ingot. Okay, well, I messed that one up, but I will need a nugget for it anyways. I need 4 hard silver ores I've got to get. Alright. Over at the Maker's Quarter. Okay, well that's not too far away, it looks like. Let's go to Idleshire and get that. And I got an uncraft here. Yeah, it is a hidden item, but we do have a skill that will help us with that as well, so that's not too bad. Let's see, miner. And I don't need to worry about gathering too much hard silver, so that's fine. Out that gate. Off to bed, but love your stream. Great narration and so great at explaining things. Good night, good morning. Yeah, same to you, Zamy Bites. I appreciate you dropping in there. Thank you so much. And Umman, you're working on a list that needs over 200 of them. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I'm going down to doing like a whole batch of collectibles, you know, just to either get scripts or whatever, sometimes you got to get hundreds of something, don't you? Anyways, there we go. Get the camera zoomed out a bit for him. Or her, since it's a female character. Yeah, well that's why, yeah. See, if I hit that, if my map timer is expired and I'm able to collect another map, what I'll do is the first time I hit a map, I'll just go ahead and collect it, so I'm good for another, what is it, 15 hours or so, and then I can just use the skill at that point. But yeah, you're right. If I do the Luck of the Mountaineer for minor, it might reveal a map instead of like this here. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take the map, and now we're good. And I'll collect crystals. Always can use more crystals. Hey, got a new recruit too for getting that achievement there. Awesome. All right, well, let's see. Yeah, so we'll go ahead. Now we can do it, and we don't have to worry about a map popping in there, so that's good. Here we go. We should have enough hard silver now to do that. Oh, 18 hours? Oh, okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Ahmed. Good night. Hope you have a good one, A7. All right, let's see here. So yeah, for that ingot, we've got enough to make that. That'll be fine. All right, back to Camp Cloud Top then. Get that knocked out. Alright, this doesn't even have to be high quality. Well, do you have an ingot to show me? Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are my eyes to be believed? I have never seen hard silver shine and sparkle so. Why, just looking at it, I can hear tones as clear and crisp as the waters of the Thaliac. Feel proud, friend, for the great Purivane has deemed you worthy of giving form to two never-before-heard arrangements of his greatest masterpiece. Take them and use them well. One melody for the husband and one for the wife. I trust that you will see that not a single note, sharp or flat, is out of place. Played separately, the two will sound as if they are playing entirely different songs. When played side by side and started simultaneously, however, oh, but to say any more would spoil the surprise. Yeah, that great masterpiece took two buttons. Yeah, that's the way I feel too. Oh, shucks, it was nothing, buddy. I know I toiled for a whole of, 5 seconds to do this for you, but, appreciate the comment. In creating the arrangements, I drew inspiration from traditional choir chants. To my knowledge, none have ever attempted to revisit a modern piece in this way. The loving couple shall feast their ears on something that has never been heard before. You have my promise. Love that big smile? Oh, well, I'm glad you do. Thank you so much. Yeah. Being happy is a good thing. Alright, so we're ready to send that back to Ul'dah now. Believe there's a song about that. Oh yeah, that's right. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah, something like that, right? And I think we got to go back here, right? There we go. All right. Ah, adventurer. Has inspiration struck you by any chance? Well, with the help of Mr. Pirivane here. Two arrangements of the same piece? Brilliant! And you traveled all the way to the Sea of Clouds to produce the sheet music? Your devotion to your craft and to our clients is truly first-rate. I will move forward with our preparations at once. In the meantime, I ask that you continue to refine your technique. We have a true masterpiece in the works, and I am counting on you to make it a reality. Let's see, we got everything. Oh, we don't have the gloves. Good, I'll take the gloves. Oh yeah, I need to get this new gear on everybody else too. Yeah. We just did goldsmith. Yeah, don't need to handicap anybody by missing putting the gear on them. Alright, well that's goldsmith. Next we'll go for armorer. Go talk to Mr. Blanster again, I guess, and see what's going on with him. Fancy Lancer. Oh, here we go. Cool song. Yeah, that song just makes me want to move. What do you want? More work, is it? Well, I took another job from that conjurer and his mates. Summit for the Lancer this time. Did me best, I did. Forged and reforged until I thought I had a piece the client would be pleased with. But she took one look at me work and turned her bloody nose up at it. Not pretty enough, she says. So I told them they can take their fancy Lancer and toss her into the damn sea. Benthir's still lurking near the winch, but I doubt even you could satisfy that over-particular pig-sticking lass of his. We'll see about that, Mr. Benthir, Mr. Blanster. Papaya. Is that the name of that song? It sounds like something kind of tropical to me, and I do think of papaya fruit anyways as being somewhat tropical. Mistress Anne, I had hoped you would be along. Your colleague appears to have abandoned our commission in a fit of pique and left poor Barbarella here bereft of her promised armor. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's Easter. It's the Easter stuff. Hatching tide. Right, that's right. Yeah. Oh, he made me some armor all right, but the style was absolutely dreadful. How can I possibly perform legendary deeds looking like an oversized kettle? Imagine the portraits they would paint. Imagine the sculptures. As you can see, she is quite particular about her appearance. Thus, I would task you with crafting her a cuirass that is as eye-catching as it is unyielding. Mayhap Forge Master Hananza would deign to offer her experienced opinion, as she did the last time. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, no kidding. That level 45 stuff? Sorry, you have to be higher level to wear anything that looks better. Well, unless they know how... You know, you'd think they would know how to do glamours too. They should be able to put glamours on their armor if they're so worried about it, I would think. Or maybe they just don't know about the quest you have to do, right? To be able to glamour stuff. Who knows? I mean, you know, if you're an adventurer worth your salt, you should know how to do these things, right? Am I right? And it seems like if she's so concerned about fashion, she would have caught wind of that at some point or another, but hey, what do I know? You know, I just play the game. I didn't write it. So, we're aiming for fashionable and functional. That takes us into the realm of goldsmiths and weavers. You'd best head to Ul'dah and call upon the wisdom of their guild masters. Alright, well, we can go back there and do that then. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I'm just going to run over here and check in on my squadron because we got a new one. And it's been over 24 hours now, I think, since I sent that last one out. They're a new squadron, by the way. I haven't been focused on them too much, but I did want to include them in this playthrough. They don't really have much purpose for me other than getting the max rank of Grand Company currently. I used to use them more when I had to go from like 50 to 60 on a job, but now they've got the duty support. All the duty support dungeons are up through that now, and they're just kind of left hanging, I guess. Don't really use them for much. Here we go, our awesome little level 9 guys. And this one should have returned. How did they do? It was a success! Alright. And let's see who we got today. Another Makote. Let's see, Arcanus this time. We will question them. And that brings us up to... I think that'll be set number 7 now. 7 or 8. We may have a full squad. I wasn't paying attention when I looked at my board back here. Yep, we're at 7 now. 7 members. They give XP buffs, something like 30%. Oh, okay. So let's see, let's set them up and get them out here again. Yeah, we have folks that are over level 10. Let's see if we can... 58 would be better than... certainly better than this one here. That gets the heart up there closer, but they should be fine doing that, I think. We'll give it a shot, let them run on that, and we'll put everybody else in training. Train up heart for them, I guess. Alright, anyways, that's done. Let's, oh, you know what? I'll be lazy and not bother running. I'll just free teleport back to my Aetheryte and then on over to the guild. Go see Redolent Rose, I guess, here. And you seek to apply the sensibilities of weaving to your efforts in armor craft? How strange. I but recently spoke on a similar subject to a rugged Rogadan fellow. He seemed a tad embarrassed to be asking, but listened with an earnest enthusiasm nonetheless. I fear I become rather passionate in my instruction and lectured overlong on the merits of form versus function. But to return to your query, I would ask that you consider the use of color in your designs, and not simply the choice of hue. Even the same shade can have a drastically different impact when enhanced with a lustrous glossy sheen. Alright, thanks for the advice, Big Rose. And thinking of adding precious metals to your endeavors in armorcraft, are you? Well, the Sultan Sworn once wore a ceremonial plate that featured the most extravagant embellishments. But such delicate adornments would not long survive the harsh demands of combat. What you might consider then is decorating the parts of your armor that are less likely to be struck. The edges and hollows, for example. At least that is what I would do. Alright, good advice. So, report to Hananza then. Well, what did the artisans of Ul'dah have to say? I see. Then I would suggest a darker hue for the main surface, burnished until it gleams. Decorate the edges with a brighter metal. Rose gold should do nicely to provide an eye-catching contrast. Again, titanium is a fine choice for durability and strength. This was for Benthair's Lancer companion, yes? Then, forge a cuirass fit for a queen, and your client shall soon be maiming her enemies in style. Maiming her enemies in style. Titanium cuirass of maiming. Alright, well, let's see here. That is going to be down here, using nuggets instead of ingots, I think. Titanium. No, maybe not. Maybe it will. Oh, there it is. Titanium cuirass of maiming. And yes, we need 3 titanium nuggets. 3 titanium nuggetses. And I don't have enough titanium. I'll go gather some more of that. It takes 5 per nugget. I may just want to spend some time gathering a bit more of this. Yeah, this nighttime music in this zone is really good for putting you to sleep too. See, I've got 30-ish. If I can stand it, I think I would like to try to get at least right around 60 or so. Make sure I can make some stuff without having to run back here for it again. Not, not too bad here, it seems. We'll have 60 here shortly, it looks like. Alright, so that's enough titanium to make 3 nuggets. And I also need to make a Dalma leather. I've got the goods for that. Yep. Also some titanium rivets, which will take another nugget. So yeah, I had to make 4 nuggets, looks like. And a rose gold nugget. Gotta get me some gold ore. Forget what time that is. I may just buy that. I don't have any, I don't have the Void Drake from the, I guess that's Beast Tribe. 9 a.m. so yeah, I'm not going to be able to collect that anytime soon. We'll see what the price is here on this server. It's probably outrageous. We may end up switching back to a more populated data center so we can buy some stuff again for reasonable prices. Gotcha. Yeah. Let me head on back to Limsa here and see. I'll check whatever servers are on this data. So there's only like what, 4 servers total or 5 on this data center. Not very many. 4 for now. Oh, okay. See what they're doing here. That's not too bad. I don't mind paying that. Yeah, I'll take 25 of those for now. That's good. All right. Let's see. So, to make everything, what do we need here? Gotta make that Dalma leather, I remember. There we go. And if you've recently joined the stream, I just want to say welcome. Thank you for dropping in with us today. We're playing through Heavensward currently. We finished the main story with our main job, which is currently Dancer. We're doing the crafting and gathering stories also, not skipping anything. We've done our gathering jobs all up through 60 and actually picked up the introductory jobs for Stormblood for our gatherers. We're working on our crafters now, which will take a few streams to say the least to get them finished up through their level 60 stories. So this is basically a crafting stream today, as well as chatting. That's what we're here for. We're just here to chat with you and talk with you and enjoy the story and the atmosphere together. So welcome, welcome, and I hope you have a good time with us today. And armor, let's see, we gotta make that. Alright, oh, rose gold nugget has to be made by goldsmith. Yeah. There it is. It's not rose gold. Oh, oh. Like a yellow? Yeah. All right. Need four nuggets, so I can use one of them for rivets. Oops. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I love getting lucky on the procs. That one's a little more challenging. Yeah. I am curious, can I get that in 2 without... No. Seeing if I can get it within 2 without veneration. I'm just short. Just short. So, can't do that. Alright. Anyways, I've got 3. Need one more. Oh, what do we got? Spirit Bond with our choker. Alright. Got us a Craftsman Competence 4 from that one. And rivets. Alright, Barbarella, we're about to make you an awesome, fashionable piece of armor here. So I expect you to look at it and be amazed. There we go. All right. Ready to finish that one off. How is Barbarella's armor coming along? All right, she looks pleased with that. Don't tell me you forged some that the spear-wielding she-demon actually approves of. Hold still a moment. Yep. It's so simple, but the rose gold gives it that hint of extravagance. You've outdone yourself, Anne. I especially love the colors. This might be the most beautiful cuirass I've ever owned. My thanks, Mistress Anne. Aside from the armor's obvious beauty, I can see it has been carefully crafted to withstand the rigors of combat. Now that you have addressed my concerns with Barbarella, that only leaves... Ugh, is this why you've called me here? To spend more of your coin on gear we don't need? Juan Maga, you should be the first in line when it comes time to replace our equipment. Our lives depend on your ability to engage the foe face to face. You need new armor. The suit I have serves me just fine. You should look to your own abilities, healer. If you weren't so sluggish with your spells, then maybe we wouldn't have to rely on expensive armor to save our hides. Oh, even the NPCs are arguing now. Oh. Sluggish, how many times have I saved you from the brink of death? 'Tis your seeming fondness for injury that forces me to consult with armorers in the first place. You think I enjoy being wounded? How many times have I risked my life to save yours? If this is the thanks I can expect, then you can try fighting without me. I'll take my toys and go elsewhere then. Walk away then. We shall find a replacement soon enough. Yeah, you may have to wait a while in the queue, but you'll get another, right? The way they argue now, you'd not think they'd been friends since childhood. Looks like venturers have their own problems, eh? But I'd have to say, finding the right armor to craft their ridiculous requests ain't one of them. Your work was masterful. I tried, Anne, I really did. Even begged that weaver bloke in Ul'dah to teach me something about design, but it seems I've a lot more to learn before I become the sort of artisan what understands his customers' needs. And Anne's is the one I should really be talking to. As Forge Master, she's had years of experience in crafting to meet a client's wishes. If anyone will know what I gotta improve, it'll be her. My regards, Beard, I never thought the day'd come when I'd fall to me knees to beg for that harpy's help, but it's time I changed me ways. Alright, see ya. I guess we've got all the gear now. Body gear, anyways. Alright, let's see. That went to my armory chest, I think. It did not. Let's see, it went to my inventory, right. So, let's make some more room here. Yeah, some of the blue and green tools could be. However, the level 50 blue tools you cannot, I believe. Turn in for company seals, that is. But yeah, that's something I could do as well. I probably should, actually. Thank you for the suggestion, Amin. Yep, I do have some here, and I should do that. That'll free up some space for sure. Yeah, if there's any of them I wanted to use for glamour, they could live in the glamour chest too. Yeah, I've debated whether I really want to spend much time doing glamours with this character or not. Oh, have problems? Oh, I think I understand what you mean. Yeah, I have problems with glamour. Yeah, it can be it certainly is a fun aspect of the game, for sure. Alright, well anyways, I've got enough space for that one for now. I may look at some of this other stuff offline. And let's go ahead and sort ourselves. Now, equip that. Good. And we're ready to do blacksmith, which is back in foundation. Alright, the further adventures of Avaril. See what Fremendane's got for us today. Oh, excuse me, Mistress Adventurer. I received a missive from Milady and was just starting to read it. Well, carry on then, by all means. Must test skills. Worry not. Gone to the Dravanian Forelands. Halone forfend. Straight into the Horde. No, surely even she would not be that reckless just before the tourney's trial round is set to begin. At the very least, she will stop once at Tailfeather to rest. Please, Mistress Adventurer, find her. Stop her if you can, and delay her if you cannot. I will follow as soon as I can finish here. Okay. Tailfeather. There she is. Oh, that's not Avril. Avril must be the one for Weaver. Laurice. Halone above. Did that man send you after me again? Yep. So you're one of hers, huh? You needn't worry, miss. Your mistress fights like a behemoth 10 times her size. Saved me from a wild chocobo. But who's bellowing at us? Baroness! Baroness Laurice! Mistress, mistress, are you hurt? Tell me where, and I shall... Fremendane, did you run all the way here? Come, man, save your breath. I am perfectly fine. Yeah, speaking of that tin can armor you mentioned earlier. You might be fine, milady, but what about your sword? Begging your pardon, but didn't it break off in the chocobo? Not the brass Viking sword. That is milady's favorite. That piece of shite? Sorry, milady. Ain't the kind of steel that highborn normally wield? Any road. I've an extra blade lying about. I'll give it to you as thanks for saving me if you'd like. Yes, thank you. Even a dagger will suffice. Okay, so you don't need me, or what? Milady, it is most unlike you to borrow. The road to Ishgard is perilous without steel, and I cannot risk any harm coming to my loyal steward. Oh, thank you, Baroness Larice. Forgive me for troubling you too, Mistress Adventurer. It does not behoove a future Temple Knight to act so rashly. Shall we, Fremendane? Exactly, trash can armor. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry about that message in there, Amin. I've got to fix up my chat settings, and they are annoying sometimes. Ah, Mistress Adventurer, the Baroness must enter the tourney with a weapon befitting House Gervin, not a borrowed dagger. Titanium bastard swords are all the talk these days, weightless and keen. Can I count on you to forge one? Your payment will be, milady's smile when she wins the tourney. I will see you in Ishgard. Wait for me, milady. Yeah, some of these chat settings they put in for defaults there I need to fix, because I guess some of the things that bother some people just don't bother me, so whatever. Yeah, we'll make it a little more user-friendly. Easily excited. Hey, you know, that's the way you express excitement, of course. You know, that's understandable. I think a lot of folks are that way too. Alright, so let's see. Titanium Bastard Sword. Sounds like a good thing that we did pick up more titanium. There it is. Oh, that needs 3 also. 3 nuggets. Ah, I said bastard, yeah. Yeah, probably say a lot stronger than that sometimes too. So once upon a time. Oh, you know, that made me think of... Oh, really? Interesting. In-game profanity filter. I couldn't tell them what to craft. I'm thinking of a... So, this one time at the Chocobo camp... Search for item by craft. Alright, yeah, well, we've got enough to make a few titanium nuggets there. Oh, yeah, yeah, because it doesn't necessarily look for embedded juxtapositions of characters, which is an interesting story here. I think I was trying to create this character. Let me pop out here for just a second. Yeah, I was trying to create the character for this live stream here, and I wanted to pick a name that was similar to my handle. Oh, that one got filtered. Oh, okay. Penistone. I don't know if you say it penis stone or not, but Peniston. Trying to create the character for this live stream. I just wanted to call it Audible Zen. You know, first name Audible, second name Zen. And the game would not let me create that name. It said you cannot have a character with that name. And I was trying to think, what could it possibly be? So I found out, okay, I can make the first name Audible with something else. I could make the last name Zen with something else. So I finally figured out that it was the juxtaposition of the BLE on the end of Audible and the Z at the beginning of Zen. So I don't know what BLEZ is, if it's derogatory. Yeah, is that derogatory in some way? I don't know. I mean, I've never heard a word. Maybe in another language it is. I don't know. It could be a cultural thing that I'm just not aware of. So, anyways, that's why I settled on an adventurer, just something generic. But now that I know that if I want to create a character similar to that in the future, I can maybe put single quotes or, you know, something in there to kind of break it up maybe, and that might fix it. But I didn't think about doing that at the time. Anyway, strange story. Fun fact about this particular stream attempt anyways. All right, so I've got to make 3 of these, it looks like. I am a blacksmith now, yes. Yeah, that is so weird. I don't understand it. Go try it for yourself sometime. I mean, really, you know, try creating a character like that, and you'll see what I mean. Just use those names, Audible Zen, and see what happens. It baffled me. I couldn't figure it out. I thought maybe somebody else had the name, but I couldn't find it when I logged in and did a character search, so who knows. Here we go, let's make some nuggets. And, you know, whether it was a duplicate name or not, I believe I did try it on 2 different data centers too. So that shouldn't have been an issue. Well, that's what I was thinking, I really don't know. Unless it was just the LEZ, perhaps. You know, I didn't think about that. It might have just been the LEZ. I can't remember if I tried narrowing it down that much or not. That's possible. Oh, okay. All right. Thanks for checking that, I appreciate that. Ah, okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, that must be what it is. They probably don't want you using those three letters together. So, whatever, I guess. But now that I understand that, I can certainly try something different later on. And we've got the Electrum. Got a regular hard silver nugget, which should be fine. One more Dalma leather and a void glue. Oh, what do I need for that? Oh, gelato flesh and pudding flesh. Okay, let's go grab those. Your Chocobo KFC. You know, to be honest, that a name surrounding KFC kind of went through my mind when I was naming mine too. Quaorzia fried choco. I love it. Yeah, I just named mine Choco. Everything's generic for this particular character so far. Just very generic. Yeah. Don't want to take the time for that one. Oh gosh. Hell no, I'm not buying a stack of that. And I'm not paying $2,000 for that either. The other white meat. Oh, is it? Oh, you know what? That's a good question. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, let me just verify here on my lookup here. Are you talking about the gelato or the pudding flesh there? Oh, you're right. The pudding flesh is Grand Company. Good memory. See, I don't remember these things. Super duper. Well, then that's what we'll do then, since I have those to burn. At least I hope I do. I haven't been doing too much. I've done some turn-ins, I guess. Should have some collected here. Yay, thank you so much for that, Umin. Yay, pudding flesh. Maybe another level. Oh. There it is. All right. What did I need? Like 2 or 3? I might as well grab a few. We'll sell the rest if we want to. Oh, okay. So doing a lot of leaves. Yeah, you'll be using that a lot. Understood. Cool. Who knows? Maybe I can save even more in the future now that you've clued me into another place I should be looking. And I really should be. A lot of stuff I'll just look on the market board, and if I can't farm it, then I'll look it up. If it's too expensive like that. Alright, so anyhow, I need to get back to Foundation. Oh, it does. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you do something over and over, it does get ingrained. Yep. It does get ingrained in you. Alright, so now I should be able to make that void glue with my alchemist. Yep. Of course, then the way things used to be gets stuck in there, so when things change, I never remember. Yeah, I've had that happen too. I know exactly what you mean. Get used to doing things a certain way, and then they change it up on you, especially when they change the change your battle jobs, change up some of the skills, you know, and you're used to having things a certain way. You know, maybe they delete something or they change the way that it behaves, you know. That, you know, every time a major release comes out, and if they've drastically changed a job I use, yeah, tell me about it. Summoner was one of my very first jobs I tried playing, and then I didn't play for, you know, an expansion or so, came back to it, and I was like, everything's marked out for the most part, I've got to change the way, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to start a new character and pick a different job so I can kind of get acclimated to whatever it is, you know. That's one thing I hate the most, is having to take a job I've already leveled up and gotten used to, and then have to basically go out and delete everything on my bars so I can add them back in the manner that makes the most sense for the way I play anyways. And having to deal with changed commands or even deleted commands, that really does mess me up a lot. I stopped playing Summoner back when they changed it up for Stormblood release and took it back up last patch, and it's weird. Yeah, it kind of threw me for a loop too when they, I guess, essentially removed the ability of the summoned avatars to actually participate in the fight directly, you know, like they would actually attack. They used to, but now they're just kind of like, I guess, what, support in some way, you know? We know Dot here. Yeah, we push shiny buttons. That's right. But I got used to the way they re-engineered Summoner now. I did play a character through all the way through Endwalker as a Summoner, and so it's good. But next time something major changes with it again, I'll be like, not gonna worry about it probably. It's been idiot proofed. I hear you. Though, although, if the avatar performs some kind of, you know, action, I call it maybe a background action that, you know, helps you draw the aggro then, right? So it used to be you could use Titan as a tank basically, but now you can't really do that from what I figured out. You know, you become the tank at that point if you do something that draws the aggro. Yeah, Titan Eggy tanking Titan and taking 0 damage. Yeah. Fun times. Definitely fun times. Long skill. There you go. Oh yeah, and that Dalmal leather. Right, and of course, Miss Laurice needs a high-quality titanium bastard sword. Nothing but the best. There we go. Got another one here. Let's see. Oh, my militia wristlets. Let's see what that'll get me. Craftsman Cunning 3, it looks like. Alright. Thank you for everything back in Tailfeather. I was also wondering if you had made any progress on the sword I requested. Alone's breath. Light as a feather, sharp as a worm's fang. Even I can tell this blade is a masterpiece. Thank you, Mistress Adventurer. Milady will be overjoyed to learn you made it for her. The trial round will begin shortly, and I dare say she will be nigh invincible with this sword in hand. I will take it to her as soon as I can. You know, I wonder that too, if Halone has coffee breath. You know, we gotta kind of wonder what it would actually smell like. Yeah, is that supposed to be a pleasant thing for them, or I'm not sure. I guess it's just an exclamation of some sort. See, you say that, but also Aram Vale probably does, you know. I'm glad there's not like a smell interface to the game, you know, where you actually have to experience the smell as well as, you know, the feel of going through something. 4D Final Fantasy XIV for sure. You imagine what that would be like? You know, you have this visor on, I guess, to do virtual reality or something, and it happens to have an olfactory interface for smell. Get motion sick in minutes. Yeah, that would probably happen to quite a few people, probably me included. I'm not sure I could deal with that. You know, especially if things are moving, but I'm just kind of sitting still. You know, if my actual body's not moving, that might make it feel kind of strange too. I would get motion sickness from that, possibly. I fear we cannot watch Baroness Laurice. Only gentry may attend the grand tourney. But we are free to listen from outside the Light Feather Proving Grounds. I will be there anon if you care to wait. Dungeons in first person are hard enough. Having it as like a VR headset moving with your head would be terrible. Oh yeah, first person, it's because the field of, for me anyways, it's because the field of view doesn't have any peripheral vision, so to speak, you know. And strange you should mention that, because I was thinking about this it's either yesterday or day before, can't remember, but was just wondering if you made the let me pop out here for a sec. If you made the field of view not just strictly a front view like this, but somehow your field of view is maybe, you know, this much of the screen or so, and then it looks kind of curved so that you've got like that peripheral vision going on, you know, in first person somehow. You know, because, and then, you know, they could slightly blur it or something maybe, and it would look good that way. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, without true peripheral vision, that first person view in this game anyways, and I guess most others for me. Oh, yeah, it kind of makes it rough for me. There's a VR mod for it that kind of does that, but it gets really twitchy because you're moving your head a lot. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, I could understand it, because as you turn, then of course that field of view would change with it, and they'd have to adjust what the new sides or the new peripheral view would look like. And yeah, the computer power required to do that. Yeah, unless you had like super powerful processing, good graphics card, the whole ball of wax. Yeah, that would make it kind of difficult, I think. And I can understand why it would be glitchy, because of that too. Anyways, just a thought. We'll see what the state of gaming happens to be in several more years, huh? Maybe they'll come up with something that makes those sorts of interfaces work well and feel comfortable and the whole bit. Well, yeah, it's, by today's standards, it's not too bad, because look when it came out. We're coming up on, 12 years or so now? Yeah, I mean, I agree, it is kind of dated, but not as bad as Final Fantasy XI now, right? Yeah, I went back and tried playing Final Fantasy XI, a few years ago anyways, I guess. And the graphics was like, oh man, I don't know if I can deal with this much longer. Yeah, 1.0. Yeah, we're talking 1.0 here, right? Yeah, back 13 years ago for that. Absolutely. All right, waiting. My mistress was most pleased with your creation, Mistress Adventurer. I dare say she is proving her mettle with it even as we speak. Baroness, that you would be out of the arena in so short a time, did something ill befall? Ha ha ha, Fremendane, ever the worrier. I won this round. And it was all thanks to your sword, Mistress Adventurer. Really? Awesome. The balance of the blade is perfect. Why, I could have wielded it all day and still slain a worm to boot. A splendid start to the tourney, Mistress. Please regale us. How many bouts did you take part in? 3. 2 I won, and the third was a draw. But I was declared winner in 5 more as my challengers forfeited. A full 5, milady. Surely Halone herself smiles upon you. Did your Lord Father not say that good luck is an ally of success? And that bad luck does not absolve failure. Ask only victory of your leaders, he told me. A commander can apologize for his defeat, but what need do his fallen soldiers have of apologies? Oh, good point. He lived by that ideal. He gave the order's food to the starving, only to be tried for pilferage, convicted, and stripped of knighthood. But he never recanted, not once. My lady, is this why you work to restore House Gervin? To clear your father's name? No, Fremendane, I do it for Ishgard. Noble blood grants privilege, but only to save the unprivileged. Another of my father's pet sayings. Wow, that is so nice. I like her. It is why I have entered this tourney and why I wish to become a knight. And I will, for my father for our people, and for everyone who has helped me along the way. And slow pan upward as we finish the scene. And we do indeed have all the gear currently. Alright, that one finished. And then the last 55. Oh gosh, there's another one of those stupid chat things. At least your message did come through, it looks like. First person 24-man raids occasionally, and the first time you do it, you realize how much you look up or down. Oh yeah. Gotta look up at a boss for telegraph. Yep. Gotta look down at the feet for AoE markers. Right. That's why I really like being able to zoom out as much as I can, you know, looking at the field. But yeah, moving that view around, you know, got to see if they're about to do something or telegraphing a move, or you know, if you're standing in something that you need to get out of. Yeah, understood. And you know, to be honest, I'm really bad at watching for the telegraph moves. You know, the first thing that clued me in on that, one of the dungeons coming up here, I can't remember if it's at the end of Stormblood or at the end of Shadowbringer, but there's one dungeon there where one of the bosses, he does like a hammer and a sword. He turns the tiles blue and red, and one of his moves, if you're not watching, I think it's the big swipe move or the big AoE swipe move or something like that. Yeah, if you're not watching for that telegraph, and then you don't see that until the orange falls on the floor, you don't have time to get out of it if you're really close to them. So, you know, that first clued me in to the fact that, oh, you know what? I really need to be watching what move they're in the process of generating there. So yeah, that was a wake-up call for me when I got into that one. Yeah, middle boss of Amnesis Aniter. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was so frustrated. I went through that one so many times. I was like, why can I not get out of the way of that? And I kept returning back to the beginning of the dungeon, try it again. I was doing duty support with it. And so it's like, duty support, I guess, for that. And I could not get out of the way. I was like, what is it with this? And then I finally realized, I said, oh my gosh, you know, there's this telegraph bar up here. So, you know, us old guys don't pick up on things quite as fast as the youngins do, apparently. So, but I'm glad I finally added that to my arsenal of tricks to look out for. So at least now I know to look for those sorts of things when I'm going through fighting stuff. Yep, that's exactly right. The more you know. All right, time for Carpenter. And they are nearby. And things did not... Well, I've not yet won my knighthood. Not on account of your bow. Why, I'd wager it could send an arrow clean through the greatest of dragons, but it would require the right bowman to do it. See, the hardest ones for you were Cyclops mobs, forgetting which cast meant get in versus get out. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah, and I seem to have had back in the day anyways, I had trouble with that one for a while too. It's like, man, I cannot get out of the way of that swing if I'm right there. Yeah, the noob owner. Yeah, that's like that would be like one of the earlier wake-up calls for what you need to be looking for. And you know, back in the day, I typically was running that with other folks, and being a DPS myself, I would usually be behind them or to the side or at distance if I was playing, you know, a mage or a caster or something. So I usually didn't have to worry about that mechanic too much. But in more recent years, I run through it as you know, as other classes, and get up there on him and find out for some reason, or try to solo it. Solo the dungeon if I've got like a level 60 or something, want to try to run solo through Armvale. That's what it was. Yeah, I was trying to solo it that way, and he was sitting there still owning me, basically. I'm like, why can't I not get out of the way of that? What's happening here? So yeah, I understand that one for sure. Yep, that is one that will take you right out. Yay, I sold an Electrum ingot for 665. I fear I'm not that bowman. I waited for the right moment and loosed the shot with all my strength, only to watch Guruvilu dodge it with ease. All I did was anger the dragon, and his ire was terrible. I ought to be dead by rights. It's a miracle that priest passed by when he did. I owe him my life, and I'll not leave that debt unpaid. But I was unsure how I might go about it until you showed up. You're a craftswoman of no small repute. Couldn't you make the man a staff for me? Yeah, I guess I could. He's something of a conjurer. I've no doubt he would admire your handiwork, though I can't say I know what kind of staff he'd like. You'll have to take that up with the man himself. Please make him whatever he desires. On my honor, you will not go unpaid. All right, so let's go speak with Brother monastic here, the Orthodox monastic. Can I help you? Sent to repay me, you say, even after I insisted that I didn't need anything. Ah, well, you know how these fellows are. Never happy until their honor is satisfied. Well, I shan't play coy any longer. My cane was damaged, and it's about time I had a new one. I would welcome a dark chestnut rod if you would be so kind. Okay. Let's see what we can do for you here. There's a dark chestnut rod, and I tossed some dark chestnut branches. Silly me. Alright. And I need 5 dark chestnut logs. Might as well gather those. And what about the growth formula? Ice trap leaves and quicksilver. Okay. Buy me some ice trap leaves. Ugh. Wait a minute. I might need more than that. Since I need 3 of those, each craft only makes 1. Yep, I need at At least 9 of those. Hey, well, I'll go ahead and get those 6 then. Alright, now let's get our logs and branches. Talking about how things just get ingrained into you. Yeah, you know, after you spend a lot of time gathering too, you just know where to go for some of the often used stuff, for sure. There's some branches. Alright, let's see. I will hit that one time. I need those logs for making leather as well as lumber. So, let's see. Need any more dark chestnuts? I've got 6 of those. That's okay. Yeah, that should be enough logs for now, I guess. Yeah, plus them adding materials to the vendor out in Idleshire, but it's so expensive it's not worth it. Oh, yeah. Okay, and I think that's all I need here. Got the branch, can make the lumber, can make the growth formulas now. Good, we're good to go. So, back to foundation. Oh, did I get... I did. I must have gotten one of my crafters. Or no, I didn't. I do have a level 60 crafter now. Okay, I can finish that letter delivery in Idleshire, it looks like. Or maybe the... Oh, I guess the gatherers can do that too. Yeah, well, I didn't think about that. Alright, anyhow, let's not get too distracted here. Or let's make the growth formula epsilon first with the alchemist. Yeah, it's the next tier or the next step for unlocking, I guess, some of the collectibles or custom deliveries. That might be it, the custom deliveries, perhaps. I think I've got collectibles unlocked up through that already. But yeah, I'll go ahead and pick those up just for the heck of it. I probably won't be messing with the custom deliveries on this playthrough because experience not an issue at all. Even when it's not an issue, even when I do need to worry about getting experience, I usually just focus on collectibles anyways. Because my preference is to craft collectibles for scripts and buy the blue gear at each tier after this expansion anyways. Use them to help level your crafters past the area you had unlocked. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good way too. Oh, I need more quicksilver too if I'm going to make 3 of these. Let's see, the alt example is Omni 90 crafters, but I can only craft level 70 collectibles. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright, growth formula epsilons now. Why did I not craft that one high quality? Oh well. That's okay. We don't need it, really. Alright, one rockin' dark chestnut rod coming up. Have you found your way to craft a dark chestnut rod, my child? Yes, I have. Halone above. The wood feels alive, warm, as if it still remained rooted in the ground. Why, I can attend to far more ailments now. This is a masterwork. And you mean to say that you made this, my child? He says, my child. You watch Deep Space Nine. Makes me think of Kai Wynn. Oh, man. My child. Oh. Want to smack her. I mean no offense, of course, but I expected something less than this. Philippole is a fine, fine boy, but when he promised to repay me for interceding on his father's behalf, I did not think he would have the means to do so. I beg your pardon? His father commissioned you. I've brought a clutch of fowl as thanks. They're good plump ones, too. Ah, Philippole, that is most kind of you. I very much appreciate the thought. But a growing boy needs food more than I, eh? Please, take them for yourself. What your father sent was thanks enough. Father sent thanks? My father? Indeed, my dear boy. He's an honorable man. Like father, like son, eh? Now, I must be going. There are many and more who need tending, and I'm itching to try out the staff. Alone keep you all. Oh, and pass along my thanks to both of you, if you please. I'm the one who told the monastic, you know. Told him that my father might get hurt fighting the dragon. But don't you dare tell father what I did. Knowing I asked for help would only shame him. If only he'd stopped this nonsense on his own. Did the priest like it? Ha! I'll wager he did at that. You made it, after all. It's not much, but here, your payment. Now, I'm off to practice. I'm no true archer just yet, and that almost cost me my life. But no matter what, I'll not suffer that dragon to live. Alright, that's all the 55s, so let's get started on the 58s now. We'll just go work our way down the list again, like starting with Carpenter, or down my list, I should say. Alright, level 58, and we get a piece of gear, a tool anyways, for that one, and materia. I'm glad of the chance to see you, Anne. Since last we spoke, I've spent every spare moment at the butts. I'm now confident that I am worthy of your weapon, and with some luck, I'll be able to lay Nguruvilu low. In fact, I'd have already left to do so, but the bow has gone missing. Haven't seen Philippole today either. You don't think... Quickly, help me search. I'll look for the boy around the broom if you take the holy stables. And I'm going to have to do collectibles too. I usually count on them being able to do them and help me level up to the next quest, but I don't need it for leveling. I just need it for scripts now. Let's see, Holy Broom over here. The Holy Stables over here. If he doesn't have his bow, he can't leave. Philippole, what in the seven hells were you thinking? Why do you have to fight in Nguruvilu? What if you don't come back this time, Father? What then? Son, I will come back. Why do you think I took up the bow? The dragon can't hurt me if he can't hit me. Like he didn't hit you last time? You'd be dead if I hadn't told the priest. What's that? Whoops. I told him. I begged him to help you so that you wouldn't... You could have died, Father. Philippole, I never knew you worried so. But you've got to understand that there's no other path to knighthood for me. Without the dragon's head, we've got no future. And you deserve more than this life, son. I like this life. I don't want you to die, Father. Son. Father, if you really must fight him, then find a safer way. If there were one, we'd all be dragon slayers. Have you even tried? My snares catch birds. Couldn't a large trap catch a dragon? Then you could kill it with ease. Oh yeah, might be worth waiting to level 61 and crafting a set. That's actually not why I need the scripts for this tier. Some of the 58s and the 60s need the books. And to get those books, the level 3 Master Craftsman books, have to buy them with scripts. And that's, I usually do that along the way while I'm trying to get my crafters up to the next level tier. You know, to do that, I'll use collectibles to level them up. And in the meantime, I use the scripts then to buy the books that I need for all 8 jobs. But now it's just going to be kind of like, all right, here I am, over leveled, but I've got to craft some scripts, you know, get some scripts now. So, yeah, whatever. I suppose so. We'd need the right kind of wood, but Anne, could you help with that? Couldn't you? That's the best idea I've heard so far. Some might call me a craven, but I can take that for the boys' sake. Let's give it a try. Can't leave them all alone, like I was. We'll need your help, Anne, and good lumber. For in Guruvilu, I'd say 3 lengths at least. Do you know what won't splinter even when holding a livid dragon? Well, what about your timber master? Wouldn't he know? Yeah, we can go talk to Mr. Beaton. Yep. I like how that boy was thinking outside the box, though. He's thinking, you know, let's just make a trap, you know, catch the thing. You don't have to go head to head with it. Smart, smart little kid. I like that. Right. Hey, Beaton, long time no see, buddy. A snare? For a dragon? That Ishgardian spear has led you to unexpected places, it seems. Well, I can tell you a greenwood best suits your needs. The dragon's ire will destroy aught less pliable. New cut timber can freeze, however. You must needs find a type resistant to cold climes. Nothing readily jumps to mind, but I do know a botanist who works in the cold of Kurthus. He goes by the name of Roydaloin, and you'll find him at Skyfire Locks. He is an expert of sorts, and I suggest you consult with him. I know just who you mean from my botanist quests. Out to trap a dragon, eh? Well, you certainly don't want for ambition. I believe birch would be best for your purposes. The wood doesn't share the beauty of oak or teak, but it has no equal when it comes to flexibility. Moreover, it absorbs little moisture as a greenwood and will not turn brittle by freezing. How to trap your dragon. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so craft lengths of birch lumber. There it is. And that's going to be one of those annoying durability 35 ones. Alright. And of course they have to be high quality. Alright, I need to get me some birch logs. Those are hidden also, I believe, aren't they? I think for those 35s, I need to get some more CP to help me out on that. I'm trying to remember. I think that's what I do usually. Make sure I've got enough CP so I can, what is it? Yeah, so I can use waste knot again at the end to give me some more steps. I don't know. We'll think about that in a bit. Hey, there's some birch. Yeah, I do use waste knot. That's what I've been using at the beginning to give me those 8 steps. But then when I get down to durability 15 on a 40 durability, anyways, then I don't have any more waste knot is no longer active. So I've got at most 2 steps to complete the craft. So I'll do veneration and then complete it. Now, if I can do it without veneration, I might have enough to throw in a waste knot 1 so that I can have 3 steps there and do another quality improvement. But if not, then yeah, I probably should think about sticking some CP in the gear there so I've got at least enough to do that. It'll at least make it easier for me. There may be a better sequence of crafting to get that done. And I honestly don't look at macros too much until the end game crafting. I've got a ton of those stocked up, but I don't worry too much about the macros for these lower level crafts either. But yeah, I think if I could throw in just an extra waste knot in there somewhere, I could easily get these knocked out. Oops. There it is. Yay, more birch logs. 5 each. Yeah, I better gather a few more, maybe. Maybe don't need so many. I can't remember. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I could actually get the accessories, and that would give me both the stats that way as well. That's a good idea. See how many I got? I got 26 now. Well, we could be halfway through Stormblood now on our botanist. All right, that'll be enough, I think. If I wanted to be cheeky, could get a lot of logs and use the random HQ chance off Quicksynth. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be interesting. Huh. Well, I'll tell you what I have done in the past, not quite that drastic, but, you know, since I'm not able to get it to 100% quality using the methods that I use, if I'm at that point, then yeah, I'll go ahead and just bank on an 80 some odd percent or 90% quality hitting the high quality and just do several until I make sure I have enough for that. I'll do it that way sometimes too. Yeah, I cannot imagine letting Quicksynth do it for you. Oh, Rapid Synth as well. Oh. Yep. Oops. I thought I tabbed down there, but I guess I didn't. All right, let's see if we have any luck here. Let's try some. Now, the thing is, I've got to be careful because, let's see. Yeah, see, I'm at 15 now. I don't have many actions left here. The best I can do is, let's see, let's do that. What's that going to cost me? Let's not do the great strides, I guess. Now I've got one action there. Yeah, I mean, I can use calculations. You're right. Yep, good call, Amin. Thank you, Amin. Yeah, Y on the controller to get those calculations there like that. Yeah, it could tell me for sure. I've got one left on my waist knot. Yeah, let's see what happens here if I do just a regular synth and then use veneration. I've got enough for waist knot if I just used all those. Oh, that's not enough. That is not enough. Okay. But they were kind to me. My first failure, they gave me back my materials, so that's nice. All right, let's see here. Let's just do a trial here and play with it a little bit. Start with reflect. You know, I don't think I did, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't even have that one on my crossbar here. I haven't been much using reflect very much, to be honest with you. Yeah, let's try that. That'll use one whole step. Let's see where that gets us to. Muscle memory, yeah, up to 222. And we've got an excellent there to throw in, but that's going to take us down to 15 durability if we take advantage of that. Or, let's see, what I could do. No, I don't need to do that. So 88 versus 98. You know what? Let's try this. Do that. Then we'll master mend that back. Now I've got some to play with. If I go Waste Not 2. And run a few of them without veneration. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we get lucky with an excellent on there. Well, that was one we muddled through. Yeah, muddled through on that one anyways. That was just a test. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's see. How do I want to handle these? Yeah, I got a lot of luck on that one. Let's try another test here. So muscle memory. Let's not pay much attention to the procs anyways. Do muscle memory, and then if I do Waste Not 2, innovation. Well, we got an excellent on that one. And then the fourth step would take us there. I've got 3 steps, which means, oh, yeah, the next one's going to do it for me. If I Master's Mend, I'll only have like 20 CP left. Alright, hang on. Let me just finish this one off here. Try something else here. That's right, yeah, it won't need veneration for that, right. I just have to remember to hit my Beauregard's blessing on the next step. But that's not even going to be enough, really. I've still got innovation going, but it's only at 9%, so that won't hit 100% there. Now I've still got 4 left. I mean, if I did refresh innovation and did great strides, that's still not going to be enough. Let's see what it does, though. Yeah, only 21%. Okay. Let's see. What did I do before? I think what I did was I made sure I had a bunch of CP, extra CP, so I could muscle memory Master's Mend my first time once I got low, and still have enough to do a couple more quality boosts with basic or standard touch or precise touch. I seem to remember that's what I've been doing in the past, maybe. Muscle memory, basic touch, standard, then Master's Mend, Waste Not 2, innovation, basic. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens here when we do that. We'll do muscle memory followed by a basic touch. Okay. And then a standard, right? Well, I should have used the advanced, sorry. I wasn't paying attention to my proc there. Yeah, then Master's Mend. Then we'll do the Waste Not. Okay. Innovation. Yeah, that's going to use up too much CP, I think, because I won't have enough to do my Beauregard's. But if I did have the CP, at that point I should be able to do a great strides. It would get me close, you know, being at 13% there. Yeah, it would be close. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm just going to get some more gear, make sure there's some more CP, and then I'll worry about this one, because I'm going to need it for the other 35s as well. Yeah, I could do. Let's see, we'll try one. What the heck? See if we get lucky or something on one here. Alright. And you know what? Instead of Waste Not 2, I'll try just Waste Not here. And see what we can do here. And now if I... Great Strides... Yeah, this will work, maybe. Innovation, and then Buyer Got. Yeah, I could actually throw, well, I don't have any more CP to throw in another basic before I do that. But, you know, it's so-so. I can at least do a hasty touch. See if I get lucky with that. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Want to do Innovation before Waste Not. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. So you could do Muscle Memory, Basic Touch, and Standard, followed by Master's Mint, Innovation, Basic, then Great Strides, and Biragots. Yeah, I could try that. Just that the percentage is so low after we finish that last basic that even with Great Strides, we'd have to rely on getting a proc probably to have any chance of getting it high enough. I don't know. We've got two. Let's give it a try anyways. Let's see what happens. Alright, let's see what happens here. Let's go with that. Let's see, Muscle Memory, Basic Touch, Standard. Oh, see, we got an excellent. Good. See, we can use that precise on that, at least. And we'll go ahead and throw a basic on the poor quality there. There we go. And then, let's see, Muscle Memory... or Master's Mint, I mean. Innovation, do Basic. Yeah, Proof of Concept, right. And then... Actually, I can... Right now, I can do a... Standard, yeah. I can do a Standard now. There we go, and now I can do the Great Strides Biragot. I've got enough Innovation left, and that one finishes it off. Huzzah! Here we go, got two. Yep, alright, well let's just play with that then for now. But yeah, either next stream or offline I'll probably get some gear just to give me that extra CP too. Alright. And do our innovation there. Do Basic. And then Standard. Yeah, we're not having much luck on that one. No, there's a good, but I need to get that Great Strides in there. Because that's worth more than a good quality of it. 68's not too bad. There we go. We got our 3 then. Alright, cool. So we get our first level 58 out of the way there. Have you had any luck finding the proper lumber, Anne? I think so. Birch, eh? If it's as flexible as you say, Nguruvilu won't be able to break free. I think I can build a fine trap out of this. No doubt you went to some trouble. Here, have this. It's not much, but hopefully it shows my thanks. Now, let's see if I can't get that dragon, eh? And let's see, I will take the CP. And that goes into my armory chest. Yes. The next one we'll tackle is blacksmith, but not today. I'll have to end my stream for today. We won't be streaming tomorrow. We couldn't actually because at least not Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is going to be down tomorrow for 24 hours, basically all day here in the US. But yeah, maintenance. But actually, I don't stream on Mondays anyways, so it doesn't affect me as far as Twitch goes or any other platforms. Tuesday I'll be back. We'll be playing Final Fantasy Tuesday morning, same time, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time here in the U.S. And we'll resume with our blacksmith level 58. With any luck, we can get through the 58s, and then we'll just have the 60s to get through. So anyways, let me see who else is streaming here today, and maybe we can raid on over and give some love to another streamer here. Yeah, I think I've got one here. It's not Final Fantasy, so if you were hoping it was a Final Fantasy channel, if you were hoping it was a Final Fantasy here we go. I got to turn that volume off so I don't keep repeating myself. Anyways, thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and start a raid over to a streamer I follow. Anyways, they're playing Cyberpunk 2077. And I hadn't seen that before, so I'm going to go ahead and send us over to Purple Plague Gaming. Here we go, and it'll take just a few moments for that to process. But thank you all so much for being with me. I really appreciate the time today. And here we go, I think.